I get here? Huh?
Hi, I'm Alexa.
Hi, I'm Jae.
Nice, and welcome back to How Did I Get Here? Woo, it's where we live our best lives on the internet and come out on the other side knowing more but not feeling all that much smarter. We are your hosts, and you're welcome.
You're welcome.
It's back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Second time.
You. Woo.
Keep it going. Okay, everybody, make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Spotify or Apple's podcasts, and definitely leave a review and check out youtube.com/divepods for the full episode releases, everybody.
You needed to lower the mic for that one.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
I did. Let's get into the question.
Okay, so today's question, Jae, who invented chopsticks? You were pressed about this before. Care to elaborate?
It gotta be Mongolia.
I think it's Mongolia.
Because gang was see, this is my thing. I'm like really uninformed about a lot of things, so I don't know world history, right?
Okay.
But I watched the Netflix episode or the Netflix series of Genghis Khan.
Okay.
And I think Mongolia is how China sprouted out. Is that not it?
You're asking the wrong person. I also am not aware completely of this.
Yeah. Well, in actuality, if you think of anything, I'm pretty sure someone in the caveman era thought of it and made it.
I mean,
it's just we don't know about
took
it.
2 sticks and was like, yes, this good.
This very good.
What is that?
This eat food.
So who invented chopsticks? We're gonna be looking at this.
Oh, I hope I'm not stupid. Please be Genghis Khan. All right, let's figure it out.
All right, so normally when something is inserted repeatedly into a bodily orifice, the origins of the object are
Why do
kind
they
of
have to say it like
important.
that? Why can't they just say when you eat something?
As something you stick in your mouth possibly hundreds of times per day, though, eating utensils often go unconsidered. Like underwear or oxygen, you only really notice them when they aren't there. What? Okay, sure.
I definitely notice underwear when it's there. Who doesn't notice underwear when it's there? Wait, why?
You don't think about it. It's like breathing.
It's
You
like
don't
breathing?
You don't think, yes, I am wearing underwear. It's like, you're conscious of like your shirt, your pants, whatever, but like you don't think, yes, I'm wearing underwear.
I'm conscious of my underwear all the time. I'm always conscious of my underwear. My strap falls below my line of belly fat. So like I have to constantly pull it up.
Okay, at the next DAY6 concert, whenever that is, someone just be like, Jay's conscious of his underwear on a sign.
Yeah,
Please.
dude, I
Somebody
do
do
multiple times during a concert. I will pull up my strap and
What do you
put
call it? A
up.
strap? You mean waistband?
Yeah, waistband. What do you call it?
Anyways, the author of this article said, I thought about this while eating beef ramen with my hands. In desperation, as my dishwasher turned, brimming with every utensil I have owned / stolen from work. There's such thing as hand washing, I guess, but okay.
True.
In this moment of reflection, I realized 2 things. 1, I really have to start planning ahead. And 2, I have no idea where our utensils come from or why we use the ones we do. Forks, spoons, chopsticks.
Yeah.
Where do they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Cat and I Joe. Who invented them? The author considered these questions while they picked noodles out of the bowl with their fingers, and immediately after they finished, they set out to find answers and wash their hands, of course, as you recall their first episode together. Wash your hands, y'all.
Wash your hands.
So, chopsticks. You care to read this next part?
Yes. Ancient Chinese secret A. Wrong. Genghis Khan. The roots of chopsticks are ancient and date as far back as the Shang Dynasty. Just kidding. 1766 to 1122 BC. Originally bronze and designed as a cooking utensil, they were ideal for stirring fires and plucking noodles out of boiling water. Also, they were used for only cooking. Much preferable to doing that stuff by hand for obvious reasons, like burning your hand off. The oldest chopsticks ever found were unearthed in the storied ruins of Yin, and dated back to 1200 BC. Interesting. So it's a lot more recent than I actually thought it would be.
Yeah? I mean, well, no, BC. Before Christ,
Before
not
Christ,
AD.
yeah. I just think that's
You
a
think
lot.
1200 BC is recent?
Yeah, because the world's supposed to be like millions of years old, right? And the first humans formed when? Millions ago? From cooking tools to eating tools, the first instance of chopsticks as eating tools came during the Han Dynasty.
Dynasty?
Dynasty.
Dynasty?
400 AD, when
geez.
China experienced a population boom that drained resources across the continent, including food and cooking fuel. This meant eating smaller portions of everything was a harsh necessity. These tinier servings of food proved ideal for the precise, deliberate grasp of the chopstick. Ooh, especially since knives were rendered obsolete by the bite-sized servings. Interesting.
We missed that interesting. It's back.
Interesting.
Finally.
Interesting. Oh, look, Confucius says, use chopsticks. Thanks.
You just, oh, look, Confucius.
That's it. That's all he said. Confucius said, use chopsticks, comma, thanks.
But then if you read the subtext, the influential Chinese philosopher also played a role in chopsticks' rise to prominence.
Yes.
Decrying the use of knives as violent and something that should never happen at the dinner table. Also, as a devout vegetarian, the jagged edge of knives reminded the sage of the slaughterhouse, another commonly avoided dinner topic.
Okay. Okay, so I guess that kind of makes sense. What does sage mean, by the way? What's the definition of a sage?
Sage is like we say someone is like sage with wisdom.
Oh, okay. In Valorant, sage is the person that heals everybody, is 99.9% of the meta.
That's also a fiction term too.
Yeah. Okay. The chopstick as we know it. As the chopstick's rise in popularity throughout Asia, different cultures adopted the tool to fit their own predilections.
Predilections.
Predilections. You
can do it.
Actions.
Yes.
In China, the sticks are commonly a little longer and thicker than most other varieties, coming in a blunt, rounded edges, perhaps due to Confucius's influence.
That's a tongue twister. Confucius's influence.
Confucius's influence. What part of that was a tongue twister?
Tongue twister?
In Japan, the sticks are shorter and taper to a sharp pointed end. Korean chopstick sticks. This is what happens with a lack of sleep. Korean chopsticks are medium in length and usually made of metal as opposed to the prototypical bamboo wood sticks used by Japan and China.
Let's look at how chopsticks were invented. Okay, so how were chopsticks invented? Created roughly 4,000 to 5,000 years ago in China, Mongolia. The earliest versions of something like chopsticks were used for cooking.
Instead of using hands, right?
Exactly. Most likely made from twigs. While it's difficult to nail down a firm date, it would seem it wasn't until around 500 to 400 AD that they began being used as table utensils.
Huh. Yeah. It took so long.
That's a good question.
Actually, though, it'd be really hard to think that two sticks would be able to feed you food.
True.
Yeah. I feel like the spoon was more commonly probably used.
Probably.
Some cultures still use their hands to eat.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I think that's dope too.
Yeah.
True. Do you know how to use chopsticks?
Since I was a baby.
Oh, that's true.
I started young.
Okay. I didn't know how to properly use chopsticks until I got to Korea.
So did you stab food? Is that how you?
I didn't stab it, but I would do the battle of the fingers constantly. Like when I'm trying to pick up something, it would be.
You switch.
Yeah, it'd be I don't know. It'd just be a struggle.
Okay.
It'd be a struggle.
One factor that contributed to this switch was a population boom across the country. Consequently, resources, particularly for cooking, became incredible. We already talked about this. Let's see. Japanese chopsticks were originally used solely for religious ceremonies.
Interesting.
Wow. Ergo, regardless of their differences, chopsticks remain popular in Asian countries and are still a primary utensil of choice. Let's see.
And then the chopsticks also evolved from just using bamboo materials later into silver chopsticks because it would cause food poisoning. It was believed that silver utensils would turn black if they came into contact with any life-threatening toxins.
Because people would try to poison the royalty.
Right. That's why they had the cupbearer. Is that a medieval term?
You mean the taste tester for the
king? Yeah, that's the cupbearer, right?
I don't know what the proper term is. Probably
tester.
But because things could be absorbed into bamboo wooden chopsticks. That's why they switched to metal.
That totally makes sense.
Because it's not a porous material, so to say.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Wait, is that true though? That silver utensils turn black if they come into contact with any life-threatening toxins?
I don't know. Well, I just said arsenic, but unfortunately, for those engaging in this practice, silver doesn't turn black when it touches the likes of cyanide or arsenic, among other poisons. However, it definitely can change color if touched by garlic, onion, or rotten eggs, which all release hydrogen sulfide, which acts as a silver, which reacts with the silver, causing it to change color.
So people in the Chinese dynasty didn't eat garlic during this time period because they believed that it was a toxin?
I don't think it says that, but
Onions?
You
either?
just
Interesting. Okay.
Let's
Continue on.
For anyone that has ever had difficulty eating rice with chopsticks, you may have wondered why anyone would choose this particular utensil for consuming such food with. Perhaps one of the earliest table utensils, such as the spoon, would work better here. But you see, in Asia, the majority of rice is either a short or medium grain variety, often with starches that are particularly gummy or clumpy, hence that's a thing.
True.
As such, it sticks together and is quite easily picked up with chopsticks. In comparison, many Westerners eat long grain rice, often highly processed, with is
much fluffier. Which is much fluffier.
Okay.
I think they just spelled it wrong.
Right, so which is much fluffier, and the individual grains are more distinct, and for the unpracticed hand, difficult to eat with chopsticks.
I've actually tried that. Yeah. Like American styled rice is really hard to eat.
You can't pick it up.
Yeah, with chopsticks. But Asia styled rice is pretty easy because they're right. It is a little bit more gummy and clumpy. Stick together a little bit better.
True.
That makes sense.
True.
Bonus facts. I like bonus facts.
Bonus facts. Okay, read the bonus facts, Jay.
Okay, ancient spoons in China also sometimes featured a pointy end to be used as a one-prong fork knife, perhaps the first known instance of the spork or knife. I've never heard of knife. Knife. Depending on how you want to look at it, I've never heard of knife.
So they would have a pointy
end to the chopstick. I don't think that's safe.
Spoon. Ancient spoons in China.
Oh, ancient. Also, like the end of the spoon would be like
so it would just look like a narwhal. Okay.
Yeah.
Spoon knives.
Spoon knife. The ruins of Yin provide both the earliest examples of Chinese writing as well as the first known chopsticks. They were a bronze set that were found in one of the tombs at the site. So they gotta be earlier than that because bronze was able to be preserved, but bamboo is less preservable.
True.
So it might have been as early as God knows when.
They could carbon date this stuff, maybe. No, wait, would carbon dating work? No, that only works with live things, right? No, I don't remember. Carbon dating. Oh, in traditional Chinese culture, it's poor etiquette to spear food with your chopsticks. Dig around in your food for a particular item. This is referred to as digging your grave and is considered extremely rude.
Oh, wow.
Tap your chopsticks on the edge of a bowl. This is what beggars do to attract attention.
Oh, I used to do that a lot. No. Like, you know when you do soup? And then you eat. I used to have a habit of taking soup and then eating and then like tapping it on my bowl of rice or whatever to like cleanse the spoon for another spooning of food. No, but in Korean culture, it's known to attract ghosts or something like that. It's like spiritually bad for you, or like it takes all your luck away. That's what my mom said.
Interesting.
And that's why I couldn't do that anymore.
Because I know that with rice, it always needs to be on the left side. If you put it on the right side, it's something different.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was eating the other day and I like moved my pop to like over here and then like the restaurant dude was like, oh no, keep it on the left side. And he explained to me why, but I forgot because I don't sleep. But,
wait, what? That's so weird. I've never heard of that.
Do you know about that? Okay.
I know you're not supposed to take the top. You know how there's like a top of the bowl for rice? You're not supposed to put it on the bottom because that's offering.
Oh.
For the dead. In Korea.
Well, ghosties be following me. All right. Ghosties. Yeah.
You seem like a spiritual person.
I am. Ghosty. Oh. So in Japanese culture, it's poor etiquette to cross your chopsticks on the table, stick your chopsticks vertically in rice as this is practice reserved for funerals.
I do that a lot too.
Oh, really? Oh. Wait. Korean culture, it's poor etiquette to pick up your utensils before your elders. Your utensils.
Yeah, that's true.
Bring your bowl closer to your mouth to eat, which is so weird because that's what Japan does, though. Use chopsticks to eat rice unless you're someone considered lower class. Spoons should be used instead. I use chopsticks to eat rice.
I'm a peasant.
I'm a
filthy peasant.
I'm a plebe. Okay.
Interesting. In Vietnamese culture, it's poor etiquette to place your chopsticks in the shape of a V. Why would you ever place your chopsticks?
If you're putting it on top of a bowl like this.
Oh, like you just put it down and like it rolls and forms the V?
I guess. It's considered a bad omen.
Okay, that makes sense.
Ooh.
Okay. Pick up food directly from the table and eat it. The item should be placed in your own bowl first. That's an interesting one. I kind of just, like kogi, like you don't really just whoop.
That's because there's a grill, but I don't know.
Doesn't grow?
There's a grill.
There's a grill, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so technically in Vietnam, if you were doing barbecue,
put in your bowl first.
It would have to go in your bowl first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it says it's a bad omen, but I want to know what the omen is. Is it for spirits?
No, because that could be like, I get that one. Because like, let's say, like you put, it's like a superstition, like walking under
a ladder. Right.
Or like pulling up an umbrella, like inside the house. Like
right.
if you're done eating, you're just like, oh, I'm so full. Drop. And then the chopsticks drop and then they roll into a V. It's like, you know what I mean? Like,
I want to know what it means though. Like, is it just bad luck or like, is it ghosty ghosts?
It's a V. Okay, now that we have gone through the history of the chopsticks and what some cultures deem to be not good or culturally appropriate.
So anyway, it's time for questions from you guys. First one's from Red Hair Rules on Twitter. Can we discuss on why do people sound different when they speak different languages? Like my voice and my tone changes when I speak, by the way. Oh, by the way, I love the HDIGH podcast.
So when you speak English, typically people say that your voice gets lower.
Yeah.
But 한국말 할 때는 목소리가 약간 올라갑니다.
Right.
Why? I don't understand either. That's so interesting.
I don't know why either though.
You have to speak Korean now.
Okay, so I'll provide an example. So whenever like I was first going to like 방송 and everything, and like my staff was like talking about like how to like insa and everything, I would just stay like in my normal register.
Oh shoot! Hold up.
And leave me. Oh no! I shouldn't have brought this up. I shouldn't have brought this up.
All right. So when no. Okay. So when you're at 방송국 and when you insa to like your 선배들 or like to other artists, you have an intro, like GOT7's like 1, 2, 3, GOT7, like you know. And DAY6 is like, 1, 2, 3, 안녕하세요, DAY6입니다. So, what are you? Let's hear yours. I want to hear it like,
I don't have
like you're at 방송국. You are at SBS right now. You are in front of Twice.
But the thing is, I don't have like a 특별한 인사 because I'm a solo artist.
So what do?
I'm just 안녕하세요, AleXa입니다. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
But like, you gotta have like a certain type of energy.
안녕하세요, 신인 가수 AleXa입니다. Like 그런 거. Like,
but do it like you're doing in front of Twice though. Like Twice is in front of you.
Why you do this to me?
You're gonna do that when Chiho.
You don't even shut up.
Yeah, you're gonna do that when like they're standing in front of you.
God, Jiho.
Yeah.
That woman who's like perfect.
Yeah. So okay, they're standing in front of you. How do you introduce yourself?
I'd be so much more shy because it's Twice.
but there's a type of energy like you guys don't understand. So like when you introduce yourself, it's not like a oh hi I'm Jae. It's like a 안녕하세요 Jae입니다. Like you know, it's like one of those. I know you have that type of energy.
I've never been introduced that way. No 선배 has ever introduced themselves that way to me.
No?
No.
Dude, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
No. Like, yeah, my hubes have done that for me, but like...
You have hubes?
I have hubes, Jay.
How do you have hubes?
I debuted last year in October. People debut after that.
That's interesting.
I got hubes.
Wait, so how do you introduce yourself then? Who's the first senior?
That's the thing. I mean, like if I know they're my hube, like you know, it's you both greet, you both chart, and like then it's like they do the insa first, and then like
I
bow.
You
bow.
Is that what it's called? Isn't chol like?
I mean, like they were explaining like bow. Okay, well then I take that back. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it just depends on who it is and if I know.
No, okay, come on. No cap. Stop the cap. I know you have one.
Stop the cap?
Stop the cap.
I
know you have
anything
one.
My company wanted me to make, but I'm like, what do you mean to do? Like, that is an A. Like, what do you want me to do?
Did you do it? You didn't do it?
No.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
have
You are
special
such a rebel. 1 year into your professional career, you're already going against your company.
Name me a solo artist who has an insa.
Kang Daniel probably has one.
No, he doesn't. I met him.
Oh, he doesn't? What does he say?
Yes, 안녕하세요, Kang Daniel입니다.
Oh. I guess it's different. I guess it's different nowadays. All right, next question.
Oh, so you're not going to read it? You're just going to say second question?
I'll do it. Second question.
Okay.
Second question is from Haru. Would you rather be able to understand each language in the world or you would understand all animal languages? It's got to be animal languages.
Yeah. I want to know what animals think sometimes.
Do you know the amount of power you would hold?
Exactly.
If you were able to communicate with animals?
Because there's translators. There's things like Papago, Google Translate, Naver Dictionary. Like, I mean, that's for like the human languages. But for animals?
Yeah.
Animals?
You could become the greatest content creator of all time.
I've been debating buying a snake as a pet. Could you imagine what snakes think?
My friend got a cat. Cats are a lot more like friendly than I thought they'd be.
I love cats.
Yeah, they like
cats
really want to be
loved.
So that was the questions for today. And I think it's time that we wrap up our show. Can you wrap it up for us?
Sure. So make sure, either when you're listening to this podcast, if you get curious, or thereafter, make sure you send your questions to #HDIGH, HDIGH, and let us know what you think should be our next big question for the next episode. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at The Dive Studios. YouTube, it's just youtube.com/Dive Studios, I believe. But we also have youtube.com/Dive Pods for the full-length episodes. And our TikTok, which is at The Dive Studios.
Don't forget to subscribe and review, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy that content? If you did, there is more. Please download the full podcast on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Dive Studios. Don't forget to turn notifications on to hear and see all your favorite clips as fast as possible.